Joining us now to break down some of the biggest storylines in Big 12 women's basketball is our Hoops insider, Rachel Galligan. And Rachel, some incredible upsets in the Big 12 over the last couple of days, especially when you look at Texas Tech getting back on track, taking down number 12 TCU on Sunday. 62-60 was the final score. It's time to go inside the game, presented by New Era. How did the Lady Raiders take care of business and get it done against the Horned Frogs?
Well, this was really one of Texas Tech's toughest defensive performances, and really both of these teams are so good on the defensive end of the floor, and Texas Tech needed this win. To me, it was kind of a staple win in the course of the season, and it really started on the defensive end of the floor and their ability to rebound. As we take a look at how the Lady Raiders got it done, this was one of the best rebounding performances I have seen out of Texas Tech. They out-rebounded TCU 46-34, holding them to just 7 second chance points and earning 10 themselves on 15 O boards. Extra possessions make all the difference in big games like these. Jada Malone was fantastic, pulling down 9 boards herself. Bailey Maupin finished with 8. Starts on the defensive end of the floor, but you have to finish plays on the glass, and that's really what the Lady Raiders were able to do in this game. And then honestly, the other portion was TCU struggled to find an answer for Snedda Collins, who finished with 28 points and was named Big 12 Player of the Week. She was dominant in this game, and I've said it all season long. Collins is a matchup problem for opponents with her ability to score at all 3 levels, and when she's hitting perimeter shots, she's really tough to stop with her ability to attack the paint. She went 3 of 6 from the 3-point line, and she played within herself. She did a phenomenal job of reading and countering TCU's defense.
Yeah, Texas Tech had lost 3 of their last 4 going into that matchup. Now they still sit just 1 game out of the Big 12 lead in conference play. Moving on to another top 20 matchup. How about West Virginia taking down number 14 Baylor 70-60, the final score, snapping Baylor's 8-game win streak. What were some of your takeaways from the Mountaineers side of things as they take down the Lady Bears?
Yeah, I mean, it was a really balanced offensive at night for West Virginia. They finished with 4 players in double figures, and that's really impressive against a tough Baylor defense. Wheeler was fantastic with 18 points and 15 rebounds. Jordan Harrison added 18 points. West Virginia dominated the glass 45-32. They dominated the paint 36-8, and they forced Baylor into 30 turnovers and had 38 points off of those turnovers. That snapped Baylor's 8-game win streak at the time. And then the Mountaineers followed it up with another win against Colorado on Wednesday. So an impressive streak right now for the Mountaineers.
And then moving on, how about Kansas dominating BYU Wednesday night? 81-60 was the final score. And the Jayhawks, you take the record out of the equation. I know they're just 14-10, but they're in a lot of these close games. They lost by 2 to TCU, took Colorado to overtime, lost to Iowa State by just 3 points. Is this finally the win that gets the Jayhawks rolling in the right direction?
I guess we'll find out. I mean, Jalea Davis continues to be one of the most dominant freshmen in the country, earning her first career double-double on Wednesday with 28 points and 12 rebounds. She's now won 5 consecutive Big 12 Freshman of the Week honors, 1 shy of tying the Big 12 record. It was a convincing win, as you said, that, I really think this Kansas team needed, especially against a BYU team that I'm really high on. Samaya Nichols added 17 points, and they out-rebounded BYU 49-31. And here's an interesting stat to kind of go off what you were saying. 8 of their 10 losses, 8 of 10 of Kansas's losses have come within single digits. 5 of them were within 3 points or less. And so my question is this really the win that gets this team going in February?
And maybe it is, maybe it's not. It's tough to find a way to win consistently in this tough of a slate throughout the league. Kansas doing a nice job of at least putting themselves in successful scenarios to try and keep that rolling in the right direction. Of course, this week brings another bevy of great Big 12 women's hoops matchups. Let's talk about some of the top games on your radar moving into the weekend.
Saturday is going to be a big day. We've got Iowa State at Utah. Iowa State, honestly, they're one of the hotter teams in the conference right now, riding a 4-game win streak, starting to figure some things out despite battling some of the injuries mid-season. I'm excited to see them really be battle-tested against a very good Utah team. I think Utah is capable of beating anybody in the conference any given night. I guess you could say that about the whole league, but I am really high on Utah. And then you have Arizona State at Baylor on Saturday. This is an FS1 game, 2 very good defensive teams. Molly Miller has done a fantastic job in year 1 with the Sun Devils, as we all know. This is a big one for both of these teams, who sit about 3 games apart right now in the standings. Baylor trying to stay at the top of the standings, and for ASU to continue to build out their tournament resume.
Arizona State won 2 of their last 3. Baylor still tied for the best record in Big 12 conference play, looking to get back on track after that loss to West Virginia. Of course, tickets are on sale now for the 2026 Big 12 women's basketball tournament, taking place March 4th through the 8th at the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City. Rachel, thank you so much for taking some time. As always, we'll catch up with you again down the line.
I appreciate you guys. Enjoy the action this week.
No doubt.